The Bible is not about you. And it wasn't written for you. Now, let me explain that second statement. In a way, it is for you because it is for every person that has ever walked on this planet. But it is not written for you personally, for your life. It is about the human condition in general. It is the story of what God is trying to do with humans, the relationship that He wants to have with them. It is the story of His perfect creation being made less than perfect by a collaboration of man and Satan. And God's effort and plan to restore that perfection, to deal with sin, to deal with pain, to deal with suffering, to restore man's relationship with God to what God really intended it to be. To restore the partnership that God created of man and God working side by side as family. And when I say side by side, that means us with Him. Close doesn't mean that we're equal with God by any means. We're not, and we never will be. Anybody that tells you that you can be equal to God is lying. But in some ways, when you read the Bible like it was written for you, you're becoming God. It's all about you, which is what Satan did. And he made what God had said to Adam and Eve, he twisted it by making everything all about them. When you read the Bible, don't read it as, I'm going to flop it open and see what God has to say to me today. Read it as a long narrative about what God is doing with humanity in general. Don't make it about yourself. There are things that you apply to yourself, but the book is not about you. And it wasn't just written for you. It's the story of Jesus. Front to back, end to end, cover to cover. The entire Bible is about Jesus. And we need to read the Bible looking for Jesus, looking for what God is doing. Not looking for what I can get out of it. Not looking for promises that I can claim. But looking first for what God is doing. And then looking for how does God want me to be a part of that? How do I get to serve in His kingdom? Because the Bible is not about you, and it's not about me. It's about God. It's about His glory. It is about the restoration of the good that He created. So I'm going to challenge you, when you read the Bible, to maybe think about it a little bit differently than you ever have before.